Good afternoon, Akshay. How are you?
Good afternoon, Rakesh. I'm doing great. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Yes, my name is Akshay Patoy and I'm from Pune, Maharashtra. I have done my schooling and diploma from Pune itself. After that, I started working with the Nova Solution and after that with the Amazon. So I'm trying to pursue my career into software testing at the moment. So I think this interview will help me with the preparation of my upcoming interviews.
Okay, okay. So you are a fresher and you are looking for a job in
Yes, I'm
network
fresher.
testing
Yes,
field. Okay, great.
correct, correct.
Sounds good. Okay. So can you tell me the difference between black box testing and white box testing?
Yes. So the void box testing is also known as unit testing, and this is done at the developer's end. And black box testing is done at the tester's end, that is in the SIT environment.
Okay. Now, what is the difference between Scrum and Agile?
Uh, Scrum and Agile, right? So Scrum is a type of Agile only. As far as I know, that Agile in Agile there are various types. So Scrum is one of the type in Agile, as far as I know.
Right. Anything else or any other difference?
Mm, so I don't have much understanding about that at the moment.
Okay, okay, no issues. So, you know, whenever you get such questions of differences, no, so you can answer in this manner. Like Agile, generally, it is a development methodology. It is based on iterative and incremental approach. And as you had mentioned it very rightly, Scrum is one of the implementation of Agile itself, right?
Yes, yes.
And Agile has been, if you see Agile now, it has been used and it has been implemented in various environments, various teams, right? While Scrum is generally or ideally it is used in the project where the requirement is also changing, right? So
Correct.
yeah, so those kind of differences that you can highlight at the foremost. Right?
Sure, sure.
So this is fine. Now, what do you mean by crowdsourced testing?
Crowdsourced testing, right? No, Rakesh, I haven't heard this term before.
Okay, okay, no issues. So crowdsourced testing is, I would say, it's a new and upcoming form of testing. It has been, used by many of the organizations in which they will involve people, and those people are not necessarily testers only, but those people are across across the globe, and they would test the
Hmm.
product and they would certify the product based on the user experience, and they would provide the feedback, right? So certain people, I mean, these kind of people are taken help in sort of crowdsourced testing, right? As the name suggests, crowd, right? So
Hmm.
they will involve people, they will involve mass to test a particular product or software. Now,
Okay,
what
okay,
is
got it.
yeah? Now, what is cross browser testing?
Uh, Cross-browser testing is, for example, we are testing a web application. Okay, so by doing the cross-browser testing, I'll test it on the different browsers. Like, for example, I'll test it on Firefox first. After that, I'll test it on, we can say, Chrome. So this is cross-browser testing, testing the application with different browsers.
Correct, correct. What do you mean by responsive testing?
Responsive. Uh, I have heard about the response testing, in which will test the response time of the application for a particular action.
Right. So it responsive testing is a kind of a testing or a type of testing in which we are testing a particular website, you can say, or mobile application on devices, and those devices are of
Hmm.
different screen size to ensure that it renders properly in each devices, right? So let's say if you are testing some particular website,
Okay.
so you will be testing on various mobile apps like, and then various platforms like iOS, Android, just to make sure that different screen sizes are able to render those things properly in all those devices, right?
Okay, okay, got it.
So the significance of this testing is nothing but to eliminate any sort of alignment issues are there during the rendering and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of things you can handle. Okay, now let me share my
Yes, got
screen.
it.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Now this is a Beju's website, bejus.com. Now let's say you
Mm-hmm.
are asked to test this particular website. So which are the different test scenarios that you will be testing for this website?
Okay. So first of all, I'll check with the this login page. Scenarios would be the login page should be available where name.
Yeah.
Okay, on the login page, there should be four tabs available, which is the name, mobile number, email, and the state. After that, uh, okay, so there should be an option to validate the mobile number, and the option would be send OTP. After the once you hit the send OTP, OTP must be you should receive the OTP on your mobile phone. After that, your mobile number will be validated. So after this, so that try now, is it a login option?
Yeah, kind of, you can say try now. So once you will click on try now, so it would validate all the data in these fields, and then it will take a decision to for go or no go to the next screen.
Okay. So yes, I'll include that as well. There should be an option to validate your information. You can click on try now,
Okay.
and okay. After that, there should be a home interface. On home interface, you should get various packages available for subscriptions and information of particular subscription as well.
So subscription related things. Okay, so those might come on a next screen, right?
Yes, yes, yes. After the validation, right?
Right. So for this screen, which are the different test scenarios that are coming to your mind?
Mm, so apart from login information, Rakesh, at the moment, these are all scenarios which are popping in my mind.
No issues. So I'll tell you some more test scenarios that you can cover over here. See, first of all,
Mm-hmm,
you can open this website into the mobile, Android or iOS platform, and you can check whether this website is responsive or not, whether this page is getting properly displayed in the mobile phones, right? No rendering
mm-hmm,
issues should be there. Then second thing is you need to enter all the valid fields. Let's say name is a required field. You can see this asterisk over here. Then mobile number and state. So once you enter these valid fields and then click on try now button, then what happens? Okay. Now let's
mm-hmm,
say you you have entered this child name and you have entered the one particular email address. Now try to select some different state, right? Let's say, for example,
mm-hmm.
earlier you still selected Delhi, then you selected Goa. Then what is the response of the website, right? It should not allow because that particular candidate is already registered. So there should be,
Yes, yes,
yeah, so some sort of mapping, one-to-one mapping should be there, right? With respect to mobile number and
correct.
state, right? So that is there. Then you can also cover the cases of concurrent testing. Concurrent testing means at the same time, let's say 50 users are trying to access this website, and how is the response of the application, right? Whether
Yes.
the details that they are entering might be positive, correct details. So are they getting stored into the database, or are they getting accepted together, or someone is facing some issues with respect to performance, or someone is not able to move to the next screen, or someone is not getting any error message, right? So those things. Then let's say you entered your mobile number, you clicked on send OTP, but the OTP does not comes to you in 30 seconds. Or let's say if it comes, then you're not able to validate the OTP within the time limit. Then what is the
Within
scenario?
the time frame. Yeah.
Right, within that time frame. Then let's say with respect to email addresses, are you able, is it accepting email addresses of various domains like Gmail, yahoo.com, then the other things, right? Then let's say you have entered the name of your child, and you didn't select state, for example, it was not, it is a required field. Then what is the message that is coming over here? Let's say if I enter a child name over here as a simple test, okay, for example, I enter some mobile number over here, right? Okay, so another message also you can see, it should not allow you to enter more than
Exceed.
10 characters, right?
Yes, yes.
And less than 10
Shouldn't exceed.
characters also should not be taken, right? So let's say if I enter, then if I don't select state, right? So state is required field. So these validation messages should,
Yes, yes.
right? Then cross browser testing. Let's say you have opened, for now we have opened this website in Chrome. How this website is, performing when I open it in Firefox browser, Safari, Edge,
Yes.
or if it is supporting Internet Explorer. So which are the different versions that it will support,
Versions.
right? Then coming to this logo, Beju's classes, Beju's classes. So this logo should be properly displayed. Again, in all the browsers, we need to take care, right? So this logo or the
Correct.
branding of this website should not get impacted with the change of the browsers. Right? So those are few of the things. Now let's say if I enter a state over here, but I don't enter the mobile number, right? So it is changed, mobile number is required. Then see this kind of watermark messages are there. Enter your mobile number, right? So coming over here, enter name of your child. So these are the watermark
Name.
messages. So those are getting displayed or not. So these things we can cover in the test scenarios.
Yes.
Let me open another website. Let me share my screen. Now is the screen visible?
Yes, yes. I can see the screen.
So this is an e-commerce based website. Okay. Now you are supposed
Okay.
to perform testing on this website. So can you tell me the high level test scenarios?
Yes. So, first of all, I'll check the mobile number. Entering the mobile, I'll enter the mobile number. Okay, and the mobile number should be of 10 digit. It shouldn't exceed, or it shouldn't be less than 10 digits. So after that, I'll hit the continue. When I hit the continue, I should get the uh, password or the OTP screen. So Mintra required OTP or the password.
Okay. So let's say you enter your mobile number over here and you click on continue. Okay, yes. So some OTP will come.
Okay. Yes. So after that, I should get the option to enter the OTP.
Hmm.
Okay, and the OTP should be of 6 digit only,
Mhm.
and the OTP should you should receive the OTP within 30 seconds after you hit the continue.
Mhm.
and OTP will be valid for 1 minute only. Let's say 1 minute. Okay, and I'll check the same login page with different browsers as well. The interface should be same. There shouldn't be any issue with the interface. So after on the different browser as well as the version of same browser as well. I'll check the website on the mobile application. Is it showing the same interface or not? And all the functionality should be same as more in the web application and mobile application as well. So let's hit the continue.
Okay. So you mean to say you will enter a valid mobile number and you will click on continue. Then next screen will display. Okay. Any other test scenarios that are coming to your mind?
Uh, if you enter the 11 or more than 10 digits, you should receive the message that it's exceeding.
Okay.
If you enter less than 10 digits, you should get the pop-up message that you have to enter the 10 digits.
Okay. Apart from that,
so if you try to place an order, or you can, if you skip this page and try to place order, you should get a pop-up message that login is required, and it should redirect you to the same login page again.
correct.
And that ad which is displaying flat 40%, sorry, 400 off, it shouldn't it should be aligned with the login page. It shouldn't come on the sign up page, or it shouldn't like there shouldn't be any gap in between. It should be aligned to the login page perfectly.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, there is a get help section as well. So if
Yes.
you are facing any issue,
Correct.
you should so you should get the login information by clicking on the get help section.
Absolutely. Then there is a terms of use link and privacy policy as well, right? So
Yes,
these links should be working. Right? So this is a good test scenario.
Yes, yes.
So I was looking for that, and this is good. You got it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So you will cover these links all working or not. Then you've got the search bar option over here, right? So you should be able to search, perform search. In search only, you can cover more test scenarios. Like, let's say you are searching some valid product. So those product items should be getting displayed with respect to various brands, right? Then if you are searching with respect to brands, so then brand wise product should get displayed, right? So based on the classification of the search should come. Then let's say if you enter some invalid search criteria, for example, you just enter something like this, then what is the message, right? Are you getting some proper message over there or not, right? So these things you will have to test. Okay.
Sure.
So this was good. Okay. Now let's say you are given a task to perform testing on some particular application in an organization, right? And there are 4 to 5 members in your team, but all those members, right? So all from those 4 members, 2 members are already on leave, and 2 members have got their, another task, another XYZ task to perform, and their deadline is also today. So you cannot get any help from them, but you have to perform a testing on some particular website which they were already performing, right? So what would be your test strategy? How will you approach, what would be your test approach, or how will you perform this task of testing?
Okay, so the task is allotted to 5 people, right? I mean, it's a different task, or is it the
Correct.
same?
Let's say, yeah, let's say there are 4 members in your team, including you. Okay. And they all have got some different task or some
Yes.
different deadline for their task to be complete. So they are not able to help you, but you have to independently, individually perform testing on some particular task, right? Let's say some website has to be tested. So, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't, you are not supposed to ask any sort of help from them. So how will you perform testing on this website?
Well, uh, I'll first complete the task which is allotted to me, because those requirements would be perfectly understanding for me, right? So I will perform that task first, and after moving to other people's tasks, I have to check all the requirements first. I have to understand those requirements, and if I'm able to do their task as well, I'll perform those tasks as well. In case I'm facing any issue in understanding the requirements, I can reach out to my team lead, so
Mhm.
that he can give me the better understanding of that task as well. So after getting the understanding, I can go ahead and perform that task as well.
Okay. Now consider a situation where you have logged a defect, but the developer, the person who is developing that particular, working on that functionality or feature has rejected that defect, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So how will you approach in this case? What will you do in this scenario?
So
Hmm.
yes. So if he rejects the defect, I have to check the defect again. That is it occurring on my end only, or is it occurring on the same system? So I have to check with the different resources which I have available. After that, if there is still defect, I can log in, and I can attach the proofs of that defect, that it is occurring in this environment, and steps how it is occurring, as well as I can uh, provide the requirements as well, that the requirements are saying this, and it's not, the functionality is not performing as per the requirement. So I can attach the proof screenshots as well, and then again I can log the defect.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Sounds great. Now, what is the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing?
Okay. uh, so as far as I know, so smoke testing is basic testing, in which we'll check the critical and main functionality of the application, which are working or not. And in sanity testing, we have to make sure the proper build from the developer is stable or not. It's a deep testing, you can say. We have to check proper functionalities, all the areas of that, all the functionalities of that application, not a particular, and we have to test it deeply.
Correct. Correct. Which are the types of performance testing?
Sir, I'm only aware of load and stress testing.
Right. Right. So, what is the difference between load and stress testing?
Okay, so load testing is something, for example, we have to our application is built so that it can handle 500 users.
Mhm.
So 500 users cannot be given manually, so we have to use the testing, in which we use the automation tools, and we have to put the load by giving one user to user up to 500 users, so that we can check if the application is able to sustain that 500 users load.
Mhm.
So this is done by the automation tool.
Right. Right.
And in stress testing, we can directly apply 500 users on that application, like
Hmm.
it happens in e-commerce website as well, right? If there is any sale, that if there is any sale or any discount, all the users will try to purchase that thing at the same time, right? So that is stress testing, that how efficiently your application is able to handle the stress.
Okay. Now, let's say you are supposed to test a particular product or a software which is supposed to accept 500 users. So, in case of load testing, you will perform testing, you will go, you know, with a count of 20 users, 40 up to 500. So, what would be the
Yes, yes.
maximum or minimum maximum and minimum count of users in case of stress testing?
Stress testing, we will directly apply 500. Okay, and we can try to apply more than 500 as well.
Hmm.
So we will check if what is I mean how the application is acting. Is it crashing or is it handling more than 5 users as well? So we can check that as.
Correct, correct, absolutely. So this was good. So Akshay, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, Rakesh, none at the moment.